YouTube channel. So for today, we're going to do another episode of Questions I Never Asked. And it's special because you guys have been requesting her to be on my vlog. So she's here! Julia!
Yay! It's been a year since I was...
Yeah, it's been a year since we did that mukbang.
Yeah.
And everybody liked that mukbang. But this one is like a serious vlog. Because I actually haven't seen her also. Like, we just talk, but we haven't like seen each other.
But
so
every time we FaceTime, it's always like an hour or more.
An hour. We don't even notice.
Yeah.
So, distance is nothing with us, but this is different kasi we're gonna talk serious.
I'm so nervous.
She doesn't know what I wrote, but she has the freedom naman to tell me if she doesn't want to answer it. But I didn't show it to her para hindi siya prepared.
It's okay, it's fine.
Okay, so first question is very easy. How are you? Like, really, how are you?
You know what? As you grow older, that's the hardest question to answer.
That's true. That's why. Sabi ko, di ba before it's so easy. How are you? I'm fine.
Yeah.
But the how are you is like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I know, like, in what aspect?
Yeah, that's why. How are you in general? Like, in all aspects. Like, in your life, in your career, how are you?
I think surviving.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is at a point in their lives now we're all just trying to survive.
Yes. That's
In
good
all
answer.
aspects of your life. So I'm surviving.
You're okay.
I'm okay. I'm surviving.
She looks okay. Because si Ju kasi she's very, I can say very private. It's like you don't really know what's going on with her life. You just have to wait for her to tell you.
Yeah.
And we don't really force her. Parang, we wait because she is going to open up.
Yeah.
So what I can see, she's okay.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah.
Like, I like this oral.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Don't get nervous. Don't worry. I don't have anything bad
Okay.
in the question.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, next. This is a good question because I actually never asked you this talaga. Do you have a 5-year plan?
Of course I do.
Okay, do you mind to share it or just like a brief na lang?
So I'm 24 next month in a few weeks. So
5 years in a
So I'll be 29. Well, my 5-year plan is I hope that in 5 years I already have a child and my own family.
Yeah, I think all of us have that goal, no?
Yeah.
We had all the same goals that at 20, before 30 we have a family.
Yeah, I mean that's just really it.
That's a perfect age.
That is the perfect age, and I feel like if you want a lot of kids, you really have to start
Early,
As for me,
yes.
I want to have like 4, 5.
Yeah, I can see that with you actually.
Yeah.
You have a lot of kids. She'll be that sister with a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Make more! I can see. But I don't want a lot You kasi I could see that you're gonna have a lot.
I want a tribe. I want a bunch.
Kasi na basketball team, my God!
Volleyball team, basketball team, kahit anong team dyan, kahit NFL.
Basta good enough to have a team.
Yeah,
I have special guests here, like clingy dogs.
I know, they're so clingy.
Who love Julia, obviously.
I like that they're just smiling, but I'm so nervous inside. Oh my God, I'm making sounds. Okay.
Okay, babe, come on.
Boys, come here, Brett.
No,
Come on.
Okay, next.
Sit.
This is okay. Next is, if you were given the chance, kasi at this moment, to choose between being an actress or just being a normal 23-year-old, what would you choose?
I don't know.
Like in this moment, let's say somebody tells you, okay, Julia, you have the freedom to choose. Do you want to keep doing what you're doing or you want to be a normal 23-year-old?
Whoa, that's so hard.
Both have pros and cons.
Yeah, they do. Well, that's so hard. But oh my God, Dan, that's so hard. I do have my days wherein I'm like, wow, I wish I just pushed through with college and experienced college life physically. I wonder who my friends would have been. I wonder if I'd even be in the Philippines to begin with. Like,
Yeah.
I always like to imagine that life because I don't know, it takes you out of the world that you're in.
Yeah.
But I do love what I do. I love to act, and I feel like I'm being myself when I'm acting.
And you're so good at it too.
I feel like I'm thanks. I do feel like I'm in my element when I am acting, but it's more than that already. I feel like as I grow older, I realize that I'm so grateful for the platform that I have because, you know, I'm able to touch lives and I'm able to reach out to other people. That's why it really is so pressuring and important what kind of message you always send out there, because you don't know who listens to you, you don't know who follows you, you don't know who, I don't know, you don't know whose life you're moving.
Yeah.
So I like the platform, but I do have a lot of days where I imagine like, what if I was a normal 23?
Yeah. But you can have that life too, you know.
I can if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to learn.
College is always there. You can always go when you have like mas free time.
But I think in the aspect na I want to be a normal 23-year-old, it's just the privacy and just not being an open novel.
Yes.
I'm not just a book. Ang dami kong novels.
Yes.
Pero I think I'm learning now. I've become more private but willing to share, but just not oversharing.
Yeah.
Just to protect yourself.
There's a beauty in not oversharing.
There is.
A beauty, like insane beauty.
Yeah.
Okay, next. How is your heart and mind? In general, this doesn't necessarily have to be about love. Don't think of it. I mean, how is your heart and mind? Like, because people don't normally ask that to other people because it's very
Specific.
It's very specific. But to know like what the state, like I asked Javi, like what's your mental state? Like, are you okay in a sense that what are you going through? But meaning with like, how's your heart and mind in the sense is like, are they in sync? Or your heart is good but your mind is, you know, there is a difference.
Ooh, am I gonna be honest? No. I'm not thinking about my answer. I'm thinking about being honest or not. That honest.
Just the peak.
Well, most of the time, honestly, my mind and my heart are not in sync. Because I feel like, just at a young age, sa dinami ng natutunan ko sa very young age, I think I've just become way too realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes, parang huwag naman masyado, Julia, di ba? Parang, bigay mo naman sa sarili mo, you know, take your heart seed. But I always take my heart seed.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always in trouble. I mean, I always follow my heart, but at the end of the day, di ba, I go home with my choice, not
No, but you know what? You end up with a good decision. It's just the circumstance sometimes. But with you kasi, your decisions are not abrupt eh. Pinag-iisipan mo naman yung mga decisions.
Well, now.
Yeah.
Well, now.
You've
because-
grown a lot.
Well, now, I feel like the older you get, the more you think about the decisions you make. And you don't just decide on it because my heart feels today. No, it has to matter like what my heart will feel today, tomorrow, the next week, the next month.
Yeah.
You have to always be like 40 steps ahead. But that's the truth. My heart and my mind were not always in sync, but they're fine. They're okay.
Yeah.
And they're contented.
And I
they're
think it's human nature. All of us normally, it's really not in sync.
We're just living in
rare.
a really... I mean, I guess because it's just a fear of the unknown. There's so many uncertainties now.
Yeah.
So...
That's true.
Yeah, but I'm contented and my heart and my mind are contented. So, I think I'm just always thinking about, okay, like survival. How are you gonna survive?
Yeah.
That's why it's always like noisy. But I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Okay, so that's a good. Okay, next. How do you cope with being misjudged all the time in the public eye? That's hard because you know what, a lot of people there, they feel the same way. It's just not public. But yours kasi is like, my goodness, what this girl has been through at such a young age. Like, I always tell her, Ju, like if I were in your position, I would like handle it. I would handle it differently, but she always handles it with so much grace. Ako kasi aggression ako eh.
Yeah.
Kaya maybe that's why I'm not going through it because it's gonna be bad for me. But I think certain things happen to certain people because God knows how you're gonna handle it. And you always handled it well. Other people would want to know like, how is she surviving? Because you're quiet.
Yeah.
You're very quiet.
Yeah, to a fault. Quiet to a fault. But it's okay. I don't know. I always have to pray for grace in all situations. But as regards to the judgments, I feel like I just learned how to compartmentalize things. What matters and what doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, if we're talking about judgments from people that have no significant
Okay,
role in
see.
my life, it really doesn't bother me because what do you know in the first place?
Yeah.
Right? But if we're talking about judgments from people in my life,
Yeah.
I'm just glad that I've really become more picky with who I want to be in my life because now I know that the judgments are always constructive and they're always because out of concern or it's just to help make me a better person and to guide me. So just compartmentalizing things. What doesn't matter, what matters, who doesn't matter, and who matters.
Yeah.
And I think I've always just had that mindset of just keep pressing forward. And I don't know, because it works. It's so cliche, but the reason why it's cliche is because it's true. When I'm in a really dark place in my life, let's say today, I always hold on to the hope that maybe tomorrow's better.
Yeah.
And then when tomorrow really is better, I'm like, okay, thank God I held on. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good decision, I held on. So it's always the good days that I look forward to when I'm not okay. But
Because they come.
because they come. It's so impossible that they don't.
So it's not always bad.
It's not always bad, but I don't know, like,
But that's a good advice because it's not the everyday advice or the usual advice you get from people to like just weigh out what matters. Because normally people would just say, "Yan mo na yan, just ignore."
Yeah.
That's the normal thing. But your advice kasi to people like maybe younger or older than you that are going through it, they'll think, "Oh, ano naman? Like,
yeah.
do these people matter? Like, who matters to me the most? The
Yeah.
people that don't know me or the people that know me?"
Yeah.
I think that's the difference of what people should really put in their heads. Because even me at this age, sometimes I feel like sometimes this matters. The
Yeah.
people that don't know me because it affects me in a certain way. But then when you say things like that, it just makes me realize na why do they matter? Because I'm giving them
Yeah.
importance.
And why are you why are you trying to please the people that don't matter to you? You're forgetting about the people that matter
Yeah.
to you. Like you're neglecting their
Yeah.
feelings and you're neglecting how much they love you or like what they feel for you.
Yeah.
So protect the people that matter to you and
You'll be okay.
yeah,
You'll
just
be fine.
compartmentalize it.
Okay, this one is nice. What will you tell your teenage self?
What will it tell
From
you?
like all the things that you've gone through, like what you know now.
Yeah.
What will you tell that Julia, like let's say that 17-year-old Julia? From, let's say you can go back, nakita mo na, na-experience mo na lahat. And if you could go back, what would you tell that Julia?
Ooh.
I'll just tell myself to not be stupid.
Yeah, don't be an idiot.
That's what I want to tell myself if I'd go back. Like, girl, you fucked up a lot in your 20s.
Yeah.
Fix your shit. Like, I'm being honest, I'm gonna tell my 17-year-old self that. Because I've like, did a lot of crazy things in my 20s. And I wish I did things differently, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, exactly. Me also. I wouldn't change anything. Even what I went through 2 years ago, I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, it made who you are today.
Because it was such an eye opener and it revealed a lot of things to me that later on I need in my life. But what would I tell my 17-year-old self? I would just tell her to keep going, really. I really wouldn't change a thing. I don't mind going through it all again.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
That's the only
Like
thing
tunnel
you can
vision.
really say. Yeah.
Yeah, tunnel vision, like focus on the goal.
There is a rainbow there. Just keep going.
Yeah, focus on the goal.
That's what you tell your 17-year-old self. Focus
Yeah.
on the goal.
Focus on the goal.
Okay. After everything that's happened to you, are you afraid to trust people?
Yeah! Super! As in, grabe.
Alam mo, di ba sinabi ko to when I asked Javi, I told him, the problem with Javi is, he always sees the good in people. And you know, Julia has that ugali also.
Yeah.
Like, whenever kunwari we had conversations with people and we talk about someone else, she's the one who's gonna say, no, but she's like this, she's nice, she does this, like she's that person.
Yeah.
But then after everything that's happened to you, you'll be like, do you question that now? That you always just choose to see the good things, nakakalimutan mo that when they show their true colors, nagugulat ka na parang, but wait. So like, if it's hard for you to trust now people, how does that work for you?
I still look at the good in everybody. I don't know why I am this way, but I'm glad that I am like this. I like that about me. If there's anything that I like about me is that I always see the good in people, because you know, when they do something or they show a certain act, I always try to see the reason why they're acting that way.
Yeah.
I always try to see why they're responding that way. I always try to see just where they're coming from. Because when you do that, you'll understand more like, oh, that's why they're acting that way. Or, oh, that's why she's like that. Because this is what you went through, and this is what your trauma is. You know what I mean? And because I know what it's like to be judged, and they don't know where I'm coming from. So I feel like I have more compassion now when there are people being misunderstood, because I am misunderstood.
Yeah.
So when you go through things, that's one of the things I'm glad to have. That's one of the things that I'm glad that I have developed, is compassion for other people, because I know what it's like.
Yeah.
But trusting now for me is very hard. But I mean, trusting doesn't affect the fact that I always see the good in people. Trusting is just the people you let in your life.
Yeah, you have more boundaries. Is that it?
It's so important who you surround yourself with. It will it matters. I mean, your energy, your thoughts, right? Your goals, your dreams. Like, every person you meet, they have a contribution to the person that you are. So you really have to be careful.
That's very true. But they always say you are who your friends are. So
exactly.
when you surround yourself with good people, then you're a good person. Or
Yeah.
like, if you surround yourself with very hardworking people, you tend to feed off that.
Yeah.
You get inspired.
Yeah, and you get you get influenced by the people around you, and sometimes you're not conscious.
And
about
in
it.
a good way pa. Diba?
Yeah, that's why it matters, diba? Like, the people in your life. But not trusting the same way I did before doesn't make me cynical. Doesn't make me like negative towards other human beings. It just makes me more careful. Like who I open up to, and it's just simple stuff like that. But it's okay. I'm not less trusting in a negative way. It's more for me.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Like my last two questions. Okay. First, at this point in your life, what else is still missing?
A baby.
That's so funny!
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's the only thing.
Can't you have it when you're 25 like me?
Yeah, sure.
So that's just it?
Yeah, that's it.
You don't like want anything else? You just want that?
I just want the kid. No, really, it's really just as simple as that.
No, but that really makes you so happy kasi talaga like, maybe it's my happy pill.
Yeah. I feel like I have a purpose in this world, and that purpose is to be a mother. So I don't feel so fulfilled because...
You don't have it yet.
Yeah.
So that's like the missing puzzle.
Yeah, that is. That really is. You know that.
I know.
You just didn't think I would be that strict.
Yeah, like, wow, okay. Girl, okay. But kasi with her, she's motherly with anybody.
Yeah.
Like,
Even people my age.
or even older. Or even older.
I like to take
Like, that's her love language eh. Service ka, no?
Yeah.
Ganun yung love language niya. Ako kasi, I'm not affectionate, but I show my love through other things. Ikaw kasi, ramdam na ramdam mo yung love kasi.
Yeah.
Sa kanya, like, she'll sit on you. Like, akala mo mami ko lang yun. Ganun siya sa aming lahat ah.
Yeah.
She'll sit on us. She's a
Baby.
She's a baby. But she's
Okay.
also very motherly. And she gets tampo, like let's say hindi mo siya kamustahin, i-text for a long time.
Yeah.
She's like that. Ako kasi different ako eh. Actually, siya lang ganun sa amin. Chloe lalo hindi ganun.
Yeah. Actually, it's just me.
It's really just you. Leon is also not like that.
Yeah.
So it's really just her. It's good. There is a balance there.
Yeah.
Okay. So last question. Are you happy?
Very.
In general, you know what? Happiness, it does not mean it's about love. Ha? Happy with your life.
Kasi mga chismoso chismoso eh. Pag happy, pag heart is
Lalaki
happy,
agad.
kailangan ba love life agad?
Hindi pa pwede masaya lang ako sa life ko.
Oo, masaya ako. Masaya ako kasi masaya family ko. Masaya ako kasi happy ako sa friends ko. Masaya ako kasi happy ako sa mga work na gagawin ko.
Yeah.
Kaya happy ako kasi happy ako sa bahay ko.
Yes,
ano yun?
yes.
So, I am very happy. I am very happy because I learned the two important ingredients in life. Contentment and gratitude.
Oh, that's nice. That is very nice.
Yeah, so happy ako.
Love is also a valid reason, but there are a lot of things that make you happy.
Oo eh. Kailangan pag wala kang love life, malungkot ka na agad.
Yeah.
Ano ba yan?
Yun yung kailangan din makita ng tao.
Ano ba yan? Ano ba? Ano?
Yun na lang ba? Ganun na lang ba tayo?
Basis ng happiness, love life. Hindi ba paligid mo ng love life, happy ka pa rin?
Yun ang magpapasaya sa akin.
Oo,
Oh, but that's true. And that's, you know, a lot of people will learn more from you because sometimes when, you know how like when you get interviewed, they expect you to say certain things. And when you don't give them if you don't indulge them, it's like,
Bitin sila.
bitin. Di namin ako yung gusto namin makuha.
Oo nga.
But you see, now people see that there is a deeper meaning through, like, there is other reasons to be happy. People have to know that. After everything that's happened with the world, you should know that happiness comes in many forms.
Super. Ang
Diba?
dami. Bagong paint lang yung lanay ko. Ang happy ko.
See, that's happiness.
That's happiness.
That's happiness. Ako din, like, one good thing I buy for the house, I'm happy.
Promise. Or pag may siratas na ayaw sa bahay, super happy ko na.
Yeah. You find happiness in
Or
many
pag
forms.
nababayaran na yung bills, yung tapos na. Ang
Yes!
saya ko
Yeah,
na.
I'm like that. I'm like that. When I fully pay for something that I've been, like, hinuhulugan ko for, yes!
Pero
It's
alam mo,
done.
saan ako very happy ngayon talaga? Yung okay ka, okay si Chloe, okay si Leon, si Mommy, thriving siya sa YouTube. Alam mo yung gano'n yung parang, wow, like everyone in my family is okay.
Yeah.
I get to sleep at night na okay lahat ng tao sa life ko. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You don't, wala kang worry.
Yeah, parang everyone's fine. Yeah.
Okay, last.
Okay.
You've literally, like, had so many successes in your career. Recently, as that your video is still trending for Paumbaya, and people are still talking about it. So, after how many achievements you've had in your career, what is the greatest one that you can say na parang, it doesn't have to be also career, kahit in life. Like, kasi diba pag sobrang successful mong tao, hindi mo na ma-differentiate kung ano yung malaki at maliit. It's like everything is big. So, may nag-way out ba siya na success? It doesn't necessarily have to be an award or a movie, but in general, what is your greatest achievement?
Maybe now. Maybe yung contentment ko now. I feel like when you reach a point in your life that you're contented, that's an achievement.
Yeah.
I'm contented because there's so many things clear to me now. And yeah. Parang I feel secured.
Yeah.
Secured ako. Secured yung future na I want for myself.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Kasi when he asked me that, I said, finishing this house is my greatest achievement.
Yeah.
Kasi parang syempre, it's hard for like a person that say, I mean, other people are, parang they get handed with so much things, you know. But like, when I finished this, I really said I broke down in a good way. Because I was happy. But with you kasi, it's something that you've been wanting eh. The contentment and the calmness and the peace. So, when you get that, that's a really great achievement.
That's my biggest achievement.
Yeah. Because it's not any material thing. Because
it's not temporary.
It's not temporary. Like, and it's very rare for people to have all those together.
Yeah.
Sometimes you only have peace, but you're not contented.
Yeah.
So that also shows that it's not always, achievements don't have to come in material form.
Yeah.
It can come in that way, in that form.
Yeah.
Na peace and calmness. Basically, yung achievement is something you want in your life na nakuha mo eh.
Yeah.
So, hindi dapat mababaw yun. Dapat yung reason mo na yun has to come from all aspects of life. So, kung let's say, ang gusto mo sa buhay is maging milyonaryo, tapos naging milyonaryo ka na. What's next for you then? So, it's nice that your achievement is like that. Kasi people are gonna expect very mababaw things from you.
Yeah.
Kung ano yung achievement mo sa'yo. Guys, that's it. I don't have questions from her anymore. Dahil medyo napapawisan na rin ako sa mga sarili kong questions. Parang natatakot na rin ako minsan magtanong.
Oo, mamaya tawagin naman ni Mommy.
Baka magalitan ako ni Mommy.
Ano questions mo?
Yeah, wala naman akong inanong topic, Mom.
Mom! Say Mom!
Mom, I was careful, Mom.
Yeah, nice naman siya.
No, but that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you got to know her more, like a deeper and the best side of her. Because for me, this is the best side of Julia that no one really sees because she doesn't really share this part of her. Kasi, ano niya na yun eh. I mean, personal thing niya na yun. But the fact that she like let me do this is like great. So I hope that you really got to know her in this level, the Julia that I know and love and really adore. So, that's it.
So wholesome her vlog.
Wait for our vlog on hers!
Sinabahan, pero may iniisip ko, parang ako yung patay mamaya sa vlog natin.
Parang, hindi, yung gagawin niya sa akin mamaya guys, maraming mga pass na mauungkat eh, kaya hindi ko gusto eh.
Ako din.
Well, I'm preparing myself. Buti nga there's like alcohol involved, you know, to keep me calm. Ako naman ang kailangan ng calmness sa
Spill
life.
episode with Danny.
But watch out for her vlog because it's gonna be a fun one naman.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ju, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
doing
having
this.
me. Please subscribe to her channel, guys.
Yes.
Make her reach 300,000 subscribers.
Yes.
If she reaches that, she has a surprise.
Ayun na naman ang greatest achievement ko.
Wait, nakakatuloy. Ako nagsabi have a surprise. May surprise ka ba?
Meron naman,
Okay.
meron naman. So she knows. So
Okay.
thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe and we'll see you guys next time.